super nice outside today, so I figured I would make a video from the outside. Hello and welcome to LGBTQ Alphabeti Soup.
It's not indiscriminate fucking, it's indiscriminate loving.
So I'm pretty sure this video is going to be more than one part. So I'd like to introduce you to part 1 of managing polyamory. So part 1 of managing polyamory, coming out to your partner as polyamorous. So a lot of people realise they're polyamorous or start thinking about polyamory because they're already in a relationship, but then they start to have feelings for someone else. Now, a lot of the time society seems to consider this cheating, but it's only cheating if you act on those feelings and you haven't talked to your partner about it already. The tricky thing about understanding polyamory, if it's your partner coming out as polyamorous to you, is often the feeling of being inadequate or being jealous that there's someone else who takes their attention away from you. It's very important if you're thinking about polyamory to think about whether or not you liking someone else is going to be a stopgap measure for a problem within your existing relationship, or whether you're happy within your relationship and you just want to expand it. Adding more people to an already broken relationship is not going to fix it. Promise. The first thing you should do if you're coming out as polyamorous to your partner is just talk to them about it. There's no pre-existing rules of how you talk about it. There's no words that I can give you that you say, oh, you just say these things and everything will be fine. Everybody's thoughts and feelings on it are going to be different. The way everybody feels is always going to be different. I was very lucky when I came out as polyamorous to my partner in that I was only discovering polyamory and thinking about it in terms of myself at the same time as I was talking to them about it. Every step of the way, everything that changed about the way I felt, everything that changed about the way I wanted to live my life, I communicated it with my partner and I told them about it and I talked to them about it and asked them how they felt, what they thought. I asked their opinion. After all, this is my partner, my best friend, my person I share everything with. Of course I want to hear their opinion on something that's important to me. As long as you're talking to your partner about it and you're discussing how you feel and what you think you want to do throughout the whole process of considering polyamory, you'll probably be okay. Then again, you may have come here thinking, oh yes, no, I know that polyamory is the thing for me, but I haven't really spoken to anyone about it yet. That's absolutely fine, but I do recommend that you stop watching this video immediately and go and talk to your partner about it, if you can. Probably the first, last, and most difficult thing to get the hang of in polyamory is just talking about everything. There's going to be a whole separate part about just managing your communication and the way that you talk to your partners about everything. But start early and start well. Learn how to talk about how you're feeling and be honest and open with yourself and with your partner about what it is that you want and what it is you want to try and do. Part 2, including other people in your relationship. As I said before, the only time you should be considering adding other people to your existing relationship, or indeed getting into any kind of relationship, is if the relationship that you're joining or that the other person is joining is already working and functional. Sometimes wanting to take part in polyamory can come from not being satisfied with your current relationship or problems with your current relationship that you feel like adding someone else is going to relieve the pressure on you or your partner, or you think that maybe it's your polyamorous feelings that are causing the friction. Trust me, this won't help. The only way polyamory works in the first place is if there's open communication, there's trust, there's an understanding that if there is a problem, that you're going to try and fix it together. Polyamory won't cover over any problems your relationship is having, it'll just make them more exaggerated. Even if you think your relationship is perfectly healthy, is perfectly fine, that you've got nothing to worry about, you'll probably find that once you start adding other people to that relationship, these little problems that were little problems suddenly become big problems. That's not to say that polyamory isn't something you can work through and these problems aren't something you can work through, but it's important to be aware of that. So if you know there are problems in your relationship, probably best to get them all out of the open. You don't necessarily have to have solved them, but you have to know that they're there and you have to know that polyamory isn't going to fix them on its own. Only you talking about them is. This is true whether if you're a couple and you're only just starting to think about looking for other partners, or if you've already got 4 partners and you're thinking about possibly adding a 5th or a 6th. So actually adding someone to a polyamorous relationship, I'm not 100% sure how you do this. I mean, I've successfully done it 4 times, but I wouldn't necessarily say I was an expert on it, and every single time it's happened very differently. The one constant that there has been is that I have been really great friends with them before I started, or I was able to talk to them freely and clearly before everything started. They also all knew that I was in a relationship, and they also all had to trust that I had had all the conversations with my partner that I needed to in order for this to work out, that nothing was happening behind anyone else's back. That's something to look out for as well if you do start dating someone who already has a partner. or if you're getting into a polyamorous relationship, they have a responsibility to you to not be including you in a relationship that's already having a problem. If you think you're entering into a polyamorous relationship and then it turns out you're actually someone's bit on the side, that can be a really awful place to be. So make sure you trust that they have actually spoken to their partner before you get involved with them. And similarly, anyone that you ask to join your relationship, they have to trust that you have also spoken to your partner about it. Other than that, you find polyamorous partners in the same way that you would find any other kind of partner. You know, I've started dating friends, I've dated people I just met but hit it off with really quickly. You know, I've got a friends with benefits situation with a really good friend of mine, and all of these different people I have very different relationships with. This brings me on to part 3, types of relationship.
I'm a bird who sings in the springtime. She's a girl who smiles like the sunrise. Though I love the days when she's all mine, I don't try to bottle her sunshine.